if you were watching my last video, I was walking by here and they hadn't built the actual wooden setup yet. It was just like they just usually set up chairs and tables on the concrete. So now what all these places have been doing is building these little wooden fixtures so that people aren't actually sitting on this on the street with rats running by. So that's good. Just still don't know what they're gonna do when it rains because there's no little roof areas. And if there's still no indoor seating, then there's nothing to do. I watched a really funny video by Vic DiBattista and he was like, what it's like dining during a pandemic, and it's him sitting at a table with the rain coming down. I thought it was hilarious. Just went to baptism at church. It was so beautiful because we were supposed to have all the sacraments done in March, April, May, like baptism, first communion, confirmation, but obviously with all the shutdowns we haven't been able to do that. So we're opening back up now, and then we're having the rest of the kids who need to do first communion split up into groups so that we're not all there together. And then we'll also be doing confirmation, which is really exciting because these are the students that I taught last year. That was one of the hardest things for me, I think, of this whole thing, was having the students not be able to do their sacraments. Yeah, today's Saturday. I guess some places just haven't opened up yet for the day. Maybe they'll be opening up later. But it looks like they do have a little roof structure or awning, tent, tarp, whatever it is that they put up for the rain. So that's good. And then of course there's other places like this who are already built for their outdoor seating setup. Today is Friday. Came out for a beautiful walk in my neighborhood. I went to a coffee shop and sat there for hours. It was really nice. Outdoor seating. It's kind of a gloomy day, but it's nice because the sun wasn't too bright and hot, and there's kind of a cool breeze, which is really nice. So refreshing. Today's Friday. I have the day off work for summer Fridays, which is so nice. So I've just been enjoying my day, doing a lot of self-reflection and catching up on my 2020 goals journal. I have this journal that started in January and goes through June. So I'm looking through that, looking on all the things I wrote down at the beginning of the year, and it's crazy because we had no idea what 2020 was gonna bring. So this is my 2020 goals journal. And at the beginning of the year, so this is by Hillary Rushford. She's this entrepreneur that I've been following for a while now. She has you write down what brings me joy. So you write down all the things that bring you joy, little or large. These are a few of my favorite things to do, see, be, feel, have. And a lot of the things I wrote down are sadly things that I haven't been able to do lately, like go to bookstores, go to live jazz music, jazz clubs, coffee shops, museums. It's like, what are the things that you love to do and how does it make you feel? People watching, going places, wandering around the streets of New York, feeling alive. And so everything changed since then, since the beginning of the year. So it's really interesting to look back on where my thought process was. January, February, March, April, May, how things have changed so dramatically since then. And she has this section called the Lookout Shoulder, and she writes this: have you ever been driving down a beautiful stretch of the coast and pulled over to a lookout point to take in the view? You park your car, simply sit or stand, taking in the moment. And I feel like we're in that place now of, we're halfway through the year, most of our lives have been put on pause for the most part, of things we wanted to do, places we wanted to go, travel plans. And so we're at the point now where it's like the lookout. The lookout shoulder. And it's brought a vision to my mind of all of us in our cars on a road trip. So we all have our cars, we're speeding down the highway. Maybe there's like bugs splattering the windshield. Maybe we're running out of gas, but we don't realize it because we don't stop to check. Maybe we're lost our direction somehow. Maybe we veered off the wrong exit. Wherever we are in life at this moment, this pandemic has put a break. Like, we've all been in our cars and we're kind of forced into this lookout point. So you're on the road trip, going ahead, full steam ahead. And then you're forced to stop and reflect and look back and look ahead and pause and just kind of look out at moments you wouldn't really think to previously because we're just so busy, we get so caught up in all the things of life. When you're on a road trip, sometimes there's opportunities to, like when I went on a road trip in 2016, me and my roommate Bridget, her brother Charlie, we were going out and we were always looking like, oh, there's the lookout point, let's go to that scenic overlook point and stop and take pictures and just appreciate the beauty, because sometimes you're just going along, you're gonna miss out on beautiful sights if you don't intentionally stop to see. So that's kind of where life is at right now, the lookout shoulder. You know, stop the car, get out, look and see the beauty that surrounds you, examine, okay, where are we going from here? Where do we go next? How long is it gonna take to get there? None of us really know the future, but it's a good time to just reevaluate. So that's what I've been doing. Today's kind of a day to stop and reflect and relax, reflect on life so far this year, your accomplishments, where you want to go. So I encourage everyone, I say this every year, when it's June, July, not only do your yearly goals for the new year, but halfway through the year is so important to stop and reflect. Just went to church where our students did their first reconciliation, so that was so exciting. After all this time of lockdown, it's so nice that our students are able to receive their sacraments. And during this movement that we're in, I had a friend on Instagram post about Black-owned bookstores in the United States. And I was looking and they had one in major cities, and I noticed one of them was in New York, and I saw it was just a few blocks away from my church. So I decided to order a book from them, and I'm picking it up now. Really excited about it. The woman who owns it, her name's Jennifer. She has such an inspiring story. I was on their website. She talked about how she lived in New York. When I moved to New York, I noticed there's no bookstores in this area. Like when you get up, Harlem, Washington Heights, Bronx, there's not really bookstores. And I had no idea this was here all this time. All the times that I've Googled bookstore for some reason. Did I just miss it? Did it not come up? I don't know. But I'm really excited. These are the books that I purchased. So this is the book that I ordered online and went to go pick up. And then I've been wanting to read this book as well, and I noticed that it was sold out everywhere online. And when I was there picking up this, I saw a huge stack of these that they just got in, so I was like, oh, I'll take one of those too. And then I saw outside on the shelf those $2 books. I was just browsing. I was like, oh, this looks interesting, so I'll get this. Marilyn Monroe, that looks cool. And then Jane Goodall. I've just always been fascinated by these people and their stories, so I want to read more. And so I picked this up. I didn't realize until just now I was going through. So I paid $2 for this, Jane Goodall. And I opened it up and I noticed, I was like, did she sign this? And I was like, is that printed on there? And I look and you can see the bleed through. It looks like she actually signed that. So I have an autographed Jane Goodall book. And of course me, I'm like, someone maybe just wrote that. But I Googled it and I'm like, that's her actual signature. So look at that. Who ever knows? You pick up a $2 book, you never know. Just got off the bus. That was the first time that I took public transportation since March. I haven't been on the subway yet still. I've taken a few Ubers here and there, but today I'm meeting up with Erin. Erin McAtee is an amazing Catholic artist. You should definitely check out her work. I'll link her website below. She is the one who put on that event that I went to at NYU back, forget when it was, I think it was in March, but she put on this event with poets, with musicians. It was really amazing, with artwork. And I'm so excited because I ordered an artwork from her, so she's gonna give it to me in person, and we're gonna get gelato. It's really hot outside. I was gonna bike down here, but it's way too hot to be on a bike, so I took the bus. It was nice. It had AC. There weren't too many people, so we weren't all squished in, so it felt safe. So this is West End Ave and 94th Street. It looks like they blocked off the road. I think this was one of the street closures due to coronavirus to help clear up the sidewalks for social distancing. They blocked off some of the roads. It's really nice and calm and quiet down here. I haven't been out of my neighborhood in a really long time. All right, I'm here with Erin, and this is her beautiful art piece. So is this well, this is a print, but it was acrylic paint when you first painted
acrylic and India ink.
And so whoever's watching this, if they want to order one, are there more?
Yeah.
During this whole pandemic experience, I've rearranged my room 3 times, and so I needed to put art on the wall because I just have blank walls since I painted in September of last year. All my walls have just been white. So I saw that Erin was selling these beautiful pieces, and I was like, this is perfect. I can put it on my wall, and the red matches my theme. And we have our frappuccino with gelatos and our fruit salad. Came out to the Joan of Arc statue. I love coming out here. It's the Joan of Arc Island, and my favorite thing about this is that some of the stones in the base incorporated are some of the stones taken from where she was actually imprisoned. So I think that's amazing. Love this coming out here to see this sculpture. Joan of Arc, Saint Joan of Arc, my confirmation saint. So I always just have such a special connection to this place. Okay, so for whatever reason, it's been highly requested that I do more cooking videos, which, if you know me, you know I hate cooking, and I think people just enjoy laughing at my pain and stupidity, so haven't really cooked, but I did order a HelloFresh meal plan. So basically they send you these little packets, so that comes on Monday, so hopefully it'll be pretty easy. But today, it's a thunderstorm. I didn't feel like going out to get food or ordering food in because I don't want to make someone ride their bike in this crazy storm. So I found in my freezer Simply Baked shrimp. So there's some shrimp. This is what I do for meals. I just have frozen, already made things. Mushroom risotto. I've had this sitting in the freezer forever, so I think it's time to just use up what I have. So this is tonight's dinner. 2 servings in a Bake Perfect oven bag. A Bake Perfect oven bag. Okay. And honestly, it's like 1,000 degrees in the kitchen right now because I'm in front of the oven and there's no central air, so. Okay, cooking directions. Preheat oven. Okay, that's done. 350. 350. Place bag. Window side up. Window. Okay, there's the window. Step 3, bake. Okay, so you literally just leave this in the oven closed. Yeah, it says cut open. Okay, that's weird. I don't know, I feel like this is gonna catch on fire. I'm kind of scared to put this in the oven. I am the type of person who double reads, triple reads to make sure I'm following the instructions correctly because I never know what I'm doing, even if it's the most simple sounding thing. So yeah, I guess you just place this in the oven. Place bag window side up on metal baking pan. Okay. "25 to 27 minutes. 25 to 27 minutes. That means 26 minutes. So it'll be ready at 8:03 p.m. Okay, here's the update. So we have our, this doesn't look very appealing. Whatever these are, these little spinach cheese things from Trader Joe's. This shrimp in the bag, which I need to open, and I'm kind of scared because it's probably really hot. And steam is gonna come bursting out. And so this is done. The risotto. I don't really even know what this is. It's mushroom. Like, is this rice? It's called risotto. It's like an Italian thing. I know nothing about food, so that's that. And I think I'm gonna mix the shrimp inside of it. Okay, this is the moment of truth. This is like really terrifying. I guess I just open it. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pour this into this bowl. It smells really good. It's actually really exciting. Okay. smells really gross. Okay, so there we have it. There's our shrimp. There's our mushroom risotto, however you say it. And then these little spinach things. Dinner ended up being not that bad, but it kind of gave me a headache. I think it was too buttery and too like rich. Heading over right now to my friend Vicky's house to have a glass of wine. I wash my hands.
It's only $98.
Warby Parker.
Okay, so these are my other maybes. You want some wine?
Okay, so this is the Warby Parker box. They send you this box with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options. And then basically you get to try them on and see which ones you like the best. So they send you with little glass, not prescription, so you can try them on.
So these don't look right on me with my nose. They might look good on you though.
Yeah, honestly, these are really nice. Yeah.
Oh, these
because the glasses I have now I hate because they're like this.
They look great on you.
They're really nice. I might actually become a glasses person because I wear contacts usually all the time.
Same.
So these are the Warby Parker, what are these? These are the Percy 256 striped sassafras. So I think I'm gonna get these, hopefully, if I can.
Oh, you will.
Because this is the first time I actually like wearing glasses. Because I hate the glasses I have now, but these are actually really, like, I could wear these.
They're perfect on you.
This is Charlie Whitebeard. Everyone should follow him on Instagram. Yes, he has an Instagram page. At Charlie Whitebeard.
Hi, Bella.
Charlie, what do you have to say for yourself?
Everything. Everything.